All right. You made it. Good job. Hey, everybody. I'm Group of Twos. This is John Ramongo. Tonight we are playing a game. It's our usual campaign, Denizens. Welcome back. Tonight I will be playing Woodrow. I am a little guy, very old, wizard, artificer, grouchy, will shoot you. So, fuck around and find out. And I actually have the list pulled up today. Rook, you're next.
I'm so proud. So hi, I'm Red. I play Rook. She is a half high elf, half drow, full elf, who is also a rogue bard. It's a good time. She loves metal. I love metal. So it all works. Jim.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jim. I am playing Eldaris, whose pronouns are he and him, just like mine. Yep. He is a therapist helping his clients deal with trauma when he's not trying to hunt down things with tentacles that go bump in the night. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a good time tonight.
Kyle will not be joining us tonight. That puts Spencer next in line.
Hello, everybody. My name is Spencer. My pronouns are he, him, same as my character, Butcher Wilhelm, the way too tall, mostly robotic hunk of salt and pepper, who hopefully will be tearing and ripping tonight.
Sounds off.
You're muted. Benevolent
Hi,
DM.
I'm George, or Gur Hero, he, him, and I'll be the game master for tonight's episode of Denizens Social Paradox. So previously, the party returned to the Forge Meat Exchange to meet with Grief and Lisbeck, where they were paid 200 gold for disposing of the wasp. Lisbeck informed them she thought Ibukari was working directly for AI Tulip, the leader of the Peasants' Liberation Front. Grief seemed to confirm it with playing back several meetings of the PFL at the exchange. Leaving the Forge Meat Tower, the party encountered a mind scourge, but it got away into the catacombs. Afterwards, they agreed to meet back at Forge Meat Tower the next nightfall and split off. Shivor the Harsh intercepted Woodrow, or had one of her agents intercept Woodrow, and bring him to her at Decker Tower, or actually at the tavern on C20, which is still in Decker Tower. There, she had him explain the situation with her two-headed albino python, Pandemonium. Woodrow relayed what happened with the Sara of the band Sibilant Proclamation and handed over the snake's skulls, or the conjoined skull. Shivor thanked him and paid him 200 gold for doing so, then asked him to investigate Pandemonium's disappearance from her restaurant, the Comet Parlor. After that, everyone got their rest eventually. Rook did go out to party with Aramis and Farrell the night before, or that night. But everyone eventually, in the morning, we got to spend time with everyone, got to know each of their personal lives a little bit. And now at nightfall, you've all gathered again at Forge Meat Tower.
I trust everyone's day has gone swimmingly.
I mean, it just started a little while ago, so I think I'm doing okay.
Are you well? Oh, wait. Rockstar life. Sorry.
I mostly hung out at the arcade.
Very nice.
Yeah, I got a few new toys put together, so we ready to look into this vault.
Before that, are you okay, Mr. Woodrow? We ran into each other.
Yeah, I'm always this tall.
I'm aware. I just want to make sure that you're okay with the events that happened before last night, loading discs.
Oh yeah. Just had to deal with some gangers. That's fine.
Well, if you do need any assistance, please don't be shy. And yeah,
If it weren't for the gangers, I'd be out of business.
well, very good. All right. So, how to break into a highly guarded, high security safe.
I'm right behind her.
Oh, there are shrugs and follows.
All right, you all make your way into the first floor in the east entrance of Forge Meat Tower, and the wasps are still there. They're starting to gather other, insects and creatures. They're nibbling on them. But you make your way up the escalator and over to the corner where you find the exchange. Even though the glass is still broke besides the entrance doors, you hear the doors click open, and I didn't build them on the map, and I feel bad about that. But there are plenty of cameras on this map while the power is on, while the energy's on.
Somebody want to help me over the counter?
Yeah.
I'll give you a boost. By the way, said completely just, yes, sure. Deadpan.
Yep. I head straight for the vault. And that little
Rook
hallway.
will hop over herself and head that way.
I'm gonna roll out like a little tool set and everything. Pull Dora out so that she can make herself of use and start investigating this thing and seeing like where we're at and what I think is gonna be the next layer.
Rook will get her tools out and start taking a look as well.
I imagine that I drop like a big bag next to your guys' tool sets and just pull out a sledgehammer and a crowbar and say, just in case.
I prefer a little divine inspiration, and I'm going to tap Woodrow on the shoulder and give him guidance.
I'll take it.
If anyone needs it, just let me know.
As a matter of fact, Dora lands on your shoulder, and you kind of get a familiar feeling as I cast guidance on you through her, just to show off.
Oh, do you possess divine magic as well?
Magic's magic. Wherever it comes from, usually does the same stuff.
That's one theory I read. I got acquainted with several books after as I became an adult.
All right. I also just kind of start babbling at Rook everything that I found doing my research earlier in the day about looks like it's mechanical layer, arcane layer, mechanical layer, arcane layer, and go through those steps and the fail safes. Might have to remind me on the details. I'm not sure I wrote that down, but after so many fuck ups in a row, 3 fails out of like 10 layers will either reset the whole thing or just blow up in our faces.
Yeah, Rook just kind of nods, pays very close attention, and she's got her stuff out ready to help. And she's just, I'm not so great with all of the magic things, but the manual stuff I'm really adept at.
I saw the work on your bike.
Thanks.
You have a bike.
Yes.
Oh. That's
I'll take you for a ride if you want.
She drives like a grandma.
You never met my grandma.
I'm
Never
sure
know.
she's
I've been around a
lovely
while. I
lady.
might have.
Her grandma's Mrs. Thorpe Flexington.
My grandma's about 1,200 years old, but she can still get down.
Actually still in charge of a bandit clan that we're going to have to face later.
Yeah, 100%. Canon.
They stole my arm.
It's all coming back around. It's all connected.
Jump.
Are we ready? Are we doing this?
I don't think there's
Yep.
any point in wasting time.
All right.
I like that
Jim,
mentality.
what's my first step here?
Okay, so each roll can be is an hour between it. If you fail, it increases that amount of time, and something mechanical or magical happens. But you do know it's mechanical, then magical, or magical, then mechanical, because you beat the first one. That would have been magical, and then next up is mechanical.
Okay. What kind of role is this going to be? Will I be able to abuse my artificer's lore?
I think you've already abused it by working out this thing. Well, not abused it, but you've used it to figure out how this thing works. And, it's highly complicated, but roles for thieves' tools and tinkerer's tools. Dexterity, thieves' tools, intelligence, tinkerer's tools.
Okay.
Dispel magics will work.
Don't have any of those.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I know y'all don't have any of that. Arcana can work as a working through the working through the mechanics. I would really like it to be like each of you goes in a row to help, and then if you can't roll one of the main ones, maybe like a perception or investigation or something like that to help the next roll.
Some way to give aid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it looks like level 2.
Yeah.
I do not have the feature that I was looking for. So with my, I believe you said I could use Tinker's Tools for an investigation.
And don't forget plus a D4.
Plus a D4. And you're going to have...
But an investigation check only helps the next roll. What you're going to need is a intelligence tinkerer's tools check for the safe.
Yeah. Intelligence, proficiency. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I do in fact have... Let me double check that. Okay, yeah, so that's just proficiency. So, yeah, it'll come out to a +6 for my Tinker's Tool, which is the same as my investigation. That's why I was looking.
Okay.
I was looking for a button I could press.
Fair enough.
I'm not happy with that. Which means I should have asked my question first. But I didn't.
Add the D4.
Yeah, let's do that.
It might get better.
Well, I don't think guidance can work in this situation. This is a skill challenge. It takes place over the course of an hour.
Oh.
Well, even if it had helped, it wouldn't have helped much.
Okay. So that is a failure. I need y'all to set up in this room how you were set up. Suspect Woodrow would be up at the door.
Yep.
Right.
I'm standing behind.
So, the question I was going to ask.
Sorry, Butcher. I messed you up on roll 20, I think.
That's okay. I was figured I would just be sort of sitting near the entrance, trying to stay out of the way until I was told it's time to break something.
Okay. All right. As it does, the solid door seems to displace in joints with laser.
Before this
net
resolves.
cannon. Yeah.
Sorry. Would I have been taking the help action off of anybody, or maybe Dora, or because you were talking about people helping with their own individual roles?
Not helping with the next person's rolls.
Okay.
Dora could help you with your role, absolutely, because that's what she could do.
That's why I've got her.
Right. Yeah.
Am I clear to try that again?
Yeah, sure. Roll
Okay.
your advantage check.
Thank God.
That's
21.
much better.
All right. Let's retcon that. As you quickly rework your stuff, you were able to crack gain another success and crack some more of the mechanics of the door, the vault door. Who would like to go next?
If the next layer can be done with thieves' tools, then that's
Thieves' tools, Arcana, I think would either one of those.
I just remember there was a layer of like mechanical, then there was Arcana, then there was mechanical, then there was Arcana. So I just want to make sure I'm working on the right layer.
This one is going to be magical.
Then no.
I thought the first one was mechanical, and we did that the first time we were here. This one we just finished was magic, I thought. Did I get that backwards?
Backwards. First one was magical that we already knocked out. This one that I just completed with the help of Dora was mechanical, which makes next one magical. And as Woodrow stands up from this one, a little sweat on his brow because he almost fucked up real bad there for a second. He's going to look at you. Divine intervention, huh? Think that works?
I mean, I'm standing before you, are I not? I wouldn't be here without a little help from the goddess Ishla.
Right on. See what she's got to say about robbing a bank. I'm going to take a break.
I mean, no one's using it, right? Magical, you said. I could do that. Mr. Woodrow, tell me what you know about magic. In a term, I'm going to use that as kind of like him trying to help me, so I can get advantage on my arc. No, oh, he can't.
No, because it was his turn beforehand.
Got it. Okay. So, anyone, Mr. Rook, you have some magical capabilities, right?
Not a whole lot, but a little.
Well, could be different than what I have. Care to aid me a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
That work for advantage on Arcana check?
Well, Rook would go first and make an investigation or a perception or somehow try to help you work through it.
Got
On a
it.
success, it would help you.
I'm happy to help with an investigation if you want to save some of Rook's energy for the next attempt, which will be Thieves' Tools.
That's probably makes the most sense now that I kind of understand how this works. Okay, so just want to make sure above table, if he fails his investigation check, I just don't get an advantage. I'm at a straight roll. If he succeeds, I get an advantage on trying to disable the next level. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So yeah, Mr. Butcher, I will gladly take your assistance if you can provide some insight, because I think I have an idea of what's going on, but I'd love to make sure.
Yeah, of course. And so this one's going to be an investigation type roll?
Investigation
Just
or perception.
Or perception.
Or if you can come up with some other way to...
No, I'm happy to use my perception. I imagine like I go up and literally like attempt to use the scanners in part of my my augmentations to sort of do a sweep of it, get an idea for what's going in there, and use my perception for that. And that is going to be a roll. That is going to be 13 plus 3 for a total of 16.
All right. That is a success. You help work out that it's some sort of... you help work out like the type of magic it is, and
point out mechanisms, minor translations, things like where the locations of springs and things are to not trap the or to attempt to not trigger the fail safes.
Yeah. And you're able to help the next roll.
Beautiful.
And because we're on a magic one, I'll take the advantage with an Arcana check.
Okay.
As I'm just like running my finger along, just seeing where to put everything. Last time I did this was about 7 years ago, and it wasn't a safe like this. $19.
That is a success. So you are able to break that magical seal, or combination mechanism within the door. And that is a third success out of 10.
Not bad for divine intervention. And, well, a little technical know-how.
As they finish up that lair, I'll step up. At this point, Woodrow has pulled out a plastic bag with a half a sandwich in it and is sitting here munching it. And I'm going to investigate this one to try and help Rook knock this lair out.
Okay.
$12.
That is not enough to gain advantage with any more insight into the mechanisms of the door.
Humanity.
But Rook, you are free to use, and it doesn't matter if it's mechanical or magical. Specifically, it's basically just on the fails what will happen. So y'all can use Arcana on the mechanical ones and the Thieves' Tools on the magical ones if you want.
Okay. Noted. All right.
Because it's all like a device of both mechanism, tinkering, and magic. Or
21. Suruk kind of gets in there and gets up close after Woodrow she just kind of like moves him out of the way, like it's okay, I've got this. And she starts to kind of fiddle with everything, and she kind of feels that next tumbler kind of click, and she just kind of sits back after an hour with like a little bit of her hair starting to mat on her forehead, and just, okay, that was stressful, I need to rest my hands. And she's just gonna like step back and lean against the wall and start like doing her little finger exercises. She pulls out like one of these little bands to start like flexing her fingers.
Woodrow reaches into
The
the tool
road
bag that he brought
workout.
with him and slides her a beer where the boys can't see.
As
I got props.
all right, so I would be up to assist somebody, I would assume.
If you would like, basically you can't go twice in a row, so it's either
Okay.
you or Butcher.
I'm happy to assist either Arcana or Perception, whatever people feel is the most helpful and story driven.
Whatever one you've got a better bonus on, I would assume.
They gotta be the exact same. Unless this involves acrobatics or athletics, I'm pretty much sitting at a +3 for the things that I can help with. Now you need me to force a door. Oh boy, let me pull out the crowbar.
I mean, you can try it if you would
Do
like.
not blow us up.
Look, I'm gonna continue to let the people smarter than me attempt to hack this. If the door closes on them, I'm tearing it apart. But I've learned that muscle usually is less important than brains when it comes to technical skills. I am, however, so this lock would be, just so so I can describe it coolly. Is this one magical or is this one the thieves? I'm sorry, I lose track.
This one is magical.
Cool. I imagine that simply because like how we're equivalating magic and technology in this, I'm gonna go up and like feel along the port until I find one that has a matching system integration, and I'm literally going to attempt to do like just a quick system scan with some of my augmentations to try and get a feel for what's going on in there.
Very
Or
nice.
you are 2D2 in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see my finger turned into literally one of the.
With your finger. Yeah.
One of your eyes turns blue.
Why
Let's
is he
see.
beeping?
Okay.
And with that, Arcana check. Oh, that'll be a 13. 10 plus 3.
Alright. That is a failure. So you cannot find any more details within the door to help the next roll.
I imagine it just shocks me. Son of a. Yeah, can't get past the firewall on this one, boys.
Those don't. The help ones don't cause failures in the door because you're not working on the door, right? So
Right.
it's 3 failures in the door. The help ones you can have as many failures as you want.
Yep. Alrighty.
We'll talk
Yeah,
about this either at break or afterwards, and maybe we can stream it. I don't know how to show people how we would discuss it, but we'll talk about this system afterwards, right? And see how y'all felt about it versus what we can do with it.
It makes sense to me so far.
And I think getting the hang of it. First couple rounds, a little dodgy, but as Butcher shrugs about the scan he made, I say, don't worry about it, kid. I got it. And I will get to work on this level on a straight roll so as not to abuse my familiar. How'd I do?
Oh, dang.
Pretty good,
Great.
pretty good.
You're good.
Yeah, you succeeded. That is number 5.
On a scale of 1 to 20, I'd call it an 18.
Very specific.
Touche.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd call it a 9, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
What that is accurate.
That is fair. That is accurate.
Did you just say that was 5 successes?
Yep, that's 5 out of 10. With no failures yet.
At the absolute risk of just fucking myself up here. I only counted 4.
I say I had us at 4 as well.
Well, it was the one from last session.
Mm-hmm. I counted that one.
Yeah.
It's-
Magic
I have-
mechanical, magic mechanical.
Oh, you have 5? Did I forget one?
I have 5.
Okay.
Because we have the first one we just took care of, right? We have the one.
Aldaris did one.
I did one. Yeah,
Yep.
That's right.
I did one.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's a good thing
5.
we're not playing a game that involves counting or anything.
No,
No math or anything in this game. Thank goodness for that.
terrible at math.
That's why I play
1 plus
Marvel.
2 plus 2 plus 1.
No, don't.
No. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
As Woodrow pulls back, I will take a step and quickly just press to digitate Rook's hair so it looks a little bit more like it's supposed to. Allow me to perhaps provide some assistance, and I'm going to see if I can get any help to Rook with a perception check.
Okay.
And I do believe we are on a mechanical door.
Mm-hmm. The evens are mechanical, the odds are magical.
17.
All right, you find some sort of new insight into the door and its mechanical contraptions, and are able to help the next, give advantage to the next person that cracks the door.
Brooke kind of
It's like a
tucks her
Tom.
beer out of the way.
As you set up, it's like a Tommy Hill latch, only just a slight difference. You've seen the Tommy Hill latches, I'm assuming, right?
Oh,
They're in
yeah.
they're in all the basic safes. Anyway, to crack this, you would just need to, I would go quarter clockwise left.
Yeah, but
and
then you turn it a little bit to the right, and then you got to go a little
Right.
further. I know. Yeah, I've done this.
You got it.
Yeah. Unblinking at the fact that he knows so much about saves as she does as well. Math. 16.
15.
Not the best.
That is with advantage.
Yeah, I didn't roll great.
That is a failure.
Nope.
No,
So
not
with
that
a
much.
failure, as a mechanical. Okay.
Damn it.
The out of the smooth mithril of the door, the compartments open, revealing these 2 laser nets that pop out and hold, and we need to go into initiative versus the laser nets.
Yeah, boy.
Bring it on, come on.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to tap Rook on the shoulder to give her advantage on the initiative roll.
Okay. I'll see if the digital dice want to be nice to me today. 19 with advantage ain't bad.
Butcher. Oh, you got it. Okay.
I have a +2 to my initiative, just for everyone who's doing nothing. You know what? I'll use my 1 on that one. It's better than an attack roll.
Okay,
That's true.
+2 on mine also. Just happened to crit.
Me too.
Yeah, you did. While I'm at it, I'll go ahead. Switch us to the battle map so everybody can see the mess we're in now.
Huh, what did I do?
So Woodrow, you know that you could take apart these. These are high grade. Like they were state of the art when this was built. So they're high grade, and you're gonna. But it's possible to just take them apart and not have to fight them, or not have to, attack them or survive them.
And how would I go about doing that?
Dexterity Tinker's tools.
Dexterity Tinker.
Mm-hmm. Because it's about quickness and efficiency.
Copy that. It's gonna be a +4, makes it sleight of hand. 16.
Not quick enough, and that one shifts and points its laser net down at you. As you're not able to get through the smooth mithril casing.
I jump up, say fuck, 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 and try to get it. And as it turns to me, I say, shit, 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 and run out the door.
Okay. The north door is still locked. Y'all never broke that one. Or cracked that door.
It's a pretty small room. I can duck out.
All right. You get out. As it chases him, the other one has been set on Rook and will fire. 16 to hit.
That hits.
So you're prone and restrained. Oh, wrong one. Anyway, and then the other one pulls back and looks at, or hits Butcher as Woodrow leaves the room and gets a 24 to hit.
Sorry, what was that number?
The other net cannon, laser net cannon, it was trained on Woodrow, and as he ran out of the room, is set on you as the nearest.
He got a 24 to hit.
And a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Okay. You take 17 force damage, and you're pinned to the floor by these laser nets that are searing you with their force damage. And then Rook, you're pinned under this thing, and while restrained. At the beginning of your turn, you take 10 force damage.
Goody. Rook is going to try to use her, like, basically move her hand down to her short bow and fire at the one that is currently restraining her.
I don't think that you can attack while you're restrained.
Yeah, I can. It's a disadvantage, but attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But she can't do anything else, so that's what she's gonna do.
All right.
No, it's not gonna do anything.
Isn't that gonna hit? Unfortunately.
Cool. Woodrow, damn it, I'm not helping you with any more saves unless you get out here and fucking fix this.
Give me a second.
Fucking hurts.
Give me a second.
You got 6.
Smart.
That's my guess.
Eldars.
I'm going to. Let's do this. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to think of something. Somebody give me a number between 1 and 10.
5.
Great. I'm going to point my left hand at the net that's holding Butcher, and I'm going to try to blast it with a firebolt.
I have a great feeling about this.
So do I.
Okay.
Uh, 12.
It seems to have no effect on the net, but it doesn't hit Butcher. Doesn't harm him.
Mr. Woodrow, I think we might need a more technical hand than what I'm capable of. And I will end my turn.
Okay. Butcher?
Yeah, so first, sorry, I was watching a PowerPoint there for a second. Can you tell me again what damage I took?
17.
17. Goodness gracious, they got me.
And,
Okay.
at the
What
beginning
type
of
of
your
check-
turn, you also take 3. So you've taken 20
Alright.
total.
Goodness. Alrighty. So what check save do I need to make to try and force myself out of this net?
Strength athletics.
I will love to hear that.
Or dexterity acrobatics. Either one can work.
I'm gonna stick to my athletics for a minute, and we're gonna try and get myself out of here. What? I'm gonna cry. I have a +6 and I got an 8. We're just gonna go up the dice one number at a time.
Do you want to rage for advantage next turn?
I'm gonna hold on to my rage for a little bit. I do have a question about these laser net systems, right? So are they built into the walls and absolutely flush with them? Or are they sort of sticking out with the modern day security camera?
Like, they are built into the door, the vault door, right? They came out from seamless compartments and then extended on short arms so that they can target any point in this immediate room.
Okay. Because obviously, I know I can't do it this turn. I just had a thought about possibly grabbing onto one, and I didn't know if that would be possible.
Yes, it will.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's going to be my save. I'm not trying to use rage just yet. So I guess that's going to be my turn.
All right, and Woodrow.
Do I get the feeling that electrical damage might do me any favors here, or would it be just same as any other damage?
It would seem the same.
Cool. Now that I have, after cutting and running so fast, been able to get my hand cannon out, I look over, I see the way it's pointed, I said, shit. Dora, give me a broadside. And Dora's going to fly in using her help action and just catch some attention from one of them so that it turns and looks and I can catch as big a target as possible, and I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
With an 8 for my advantage.
Okay. I forgot to mention the lasers of these nets are the same kind of rusty orange of the forge meat kind of symbols, and whenever it says forge meat.
Dora's going to fly back out.
8 misses, unfortunately.
How?
Who knew an 8 could miss?
Yeah. I think, let me double check something. Yeah, that's going to be turn. Actually, fucking Eldaris is not restrained, right? 2 nets, it's got Rook, it's got Butcher. Cool. Make sure that's not a touch spell. It's not. Sanctuary on Eldaris. Hey, fucking...
My dog is back there.
They shouldn't pay attention to you. Help these 2 out. And that will be my turn.
All right. The cannons will both point at Eldaris. One fires.
They're going to have to make wisdom saves of 14 first.
Okay, that's right. That one fails. So it doesn't do anything. And then the other one fails.
They just look at you and stop.
Mm-hmm. Rook, at the beginning of your turn, you take 15 force damage.
Fuck. Okay. You said it's acrobatics, dexterity, something to get the fuck out of this net?
Yep.
Cool. Let's see if my dex is going to do me any good today. 18 get me out?
Yep. You were able to slip out of it.
Cool. And I'm going to...
You're still prone, though.
Yeah, I'm going to hop up and dash the fuck out of the room.
Okay.
And as she goes, just like, you need to get out of here too. And we'll give a bardic to, I don't know why Eldar, well no. Yeah, Eldaris is next. But she's going to give a bardic to Butcher.
Alright.
Unless, is there something I could do with my bonus action besides give him a bardic that could give him advantage on getting out? Like if I try to help him? I know that, I think, I don't know that I'm allowed to do that.
I don't think so, not as a bonus.
Yeah.
action.
Okay.
But yeah, a bardic.
Bardic it is. That's what I can do.
All right. As you get out of the room, Eldaris, what would you like to do?
I'm assuming I could see the source of these nets, like the whatever mechanism is like responsible for it.
Two like like a energy drink can of they're about that size, and they're these little cannons that open at the end with this orange energy and shoot out a net to pin people to the floor.
All right, I'm gonna do something stupid, but let's do it. I'm gonna take out a metal quarterstaff, and I'm gonna bash one of those things.
All right.
Because my spell didn't work, so maybe if I just force the damn thing, it might.
All right.
Probably not.
You do break
try it.
the
Let's have fun.
sanctuary by attacking, I believe.
Yep, that's fine.
Alrighty.
16.
16 slams into the mithril and doesn't seem to have much of an effect.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to
Run.
get out. Very calmly walking away as I tried to bash it and failed.
It's okay, no
And
one's-
I am going to I'm going to cast Healing Word on Butcher because he's still restrained as a bonus action.
Okay.
He gets 5 hit points back.
What is that like for Eldaris when he does the healing word?
So what he would do is he would face Butcher, hold out his right hand over Butcher's prone body, but not like on him. Start speaking in a language Butcher would not be able to understand, only getting like the word Ishla. Closing his eyes as his right hand glows white, and there's just a warmth that comes from it. And the warmth is almost transferred from Eldaris to Butcher, healing him.
Sick.
Very cool.
And
All right.
and I would assume his like the amulet he wears around his neck would be glowing as he does this as well.
Oh, dude, you got party favors?
This is a symbol of my goddess. When I channel her energy, it reacts. It makes my magic stronger.
Uh-huh.
Wait, question. It's a D6 for my bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Cool, alright.
You take 14, or no, I'm sorry, 4 force points of damage, Butcher. That's it. Top of your turn.
Alrighty, I'll take that 4 out of the 5 I just regained. Are you kidding me? Yeah, beautiful. Don't even need to use my bardic for this one. Because I
Hell
rolled a
yeah.
natural 20 plus 6.
Get that nat 20. And hang on to that verdict.
You rip yourself free from the restraints.
Yeah, I imagine it's literally just like I find like a handhold grab, and I just literally rip the sections that are keeping it restricted to the floor out of the ground, and just push it to the side of me.
I just envision you sitting up like, what was it? Was it Undertaker style, where you just sit straight up and just pull the net with you?
Yeah, just you watch like parts of the concrete tear up with it beautifully.
Yeah. Just this mechanical sit up.
Oh yeah, like what was it the T? What was it, the one where he gets shot in the chest and then he immediately sits up and starts to get himself up?
T1000.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely sitting up and then using half my movement to stand up. Let's see what I can do with my bonus action.
And your movement, you still have your movement as well. Well, half of it.
I do. So to ask a question, if I wanted to grab on to one of these things, I'm assuming that would take my action? Okay.
Yes, yeah. Like you want to, like grabbing it it's pretty stationary.
Well, my thought is that I
Wasn't
want to
like
really grab onto it and point one at the other one.
Okay, yeah, that would be an action for sure.
Yeah, a la Mr. Incredible, like you get the machine to defeat the machine. Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, once I break out, I'm gonna tuck and roll directly outside the door.
All right.
Because these lasers managed to pin me down once.
All right. And that's your turn, right?
That will be my turn.
All right, Woodrow. The lasers seem to be activated, but not targeting anything. They're in like a rest position. Or the cannons, laser cannons. Sorry.
Right.
Laser net.
Gonna say I'm gonna blow all my spell slots on this. Gonna have Dora fly over to one, grab a hold of it, and with it being mithril, I'm guessing that probably qualifies as metal armor.
Mm-hmm.
Which gives her advantage on my shocking grasp.
All right.
21 to hit.
That will hit.
Grand total of 3 damage.
All right. Some of the spark goes through it, but it doesn't seem to affect it as much as the other one just points at Dora.
Yeah, she hightails it back out of there.
Okay.
And that's turn.
Okay. The laser net cannons are in rest mode. Nothing is in there.
Since I assume speaking is a free action, going to tell my compadres, I doubt you're going to be able to just knock it out with a crowbar. Probably going to need something at least mildly magical.
Rook is going to just step in the room, look at one of the cannons, and she's going to point at it, and I need a wisdom save.
Uh, 15?
Ah. See, this is a problem with having low DCs. My DC is 14. All right, well, fuck that. She walks back out of the room. She tried and failed.
All right. Both of the cannons move back into the resting position.
Yeah. No, she's just gonna kind of be like, well, fuck that. And sit back down on the floor.
You tried your best.
All right. Eldaris, you're not concentrating on anything, right?
Me, no.
Okay. Must be from last time. Oh, your health is still at first. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I literally just updated my character sheet. I'm like, 16 is way too low.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not true because I wrote down my actual health was 33. That's second level. So I updated everything. Okay. I am going to kind of do exactly what Rook did. I'm going to step in. I know I see the cannons focus their attention on me. And I'm going to try a little bit of a different strategy. And I would like the cannons to each make one of the cannons to make a dexterity save.
You got like a 2? Wait.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a 5.
Yeah. That's not going to do it as, again, holding my right hand out and saying a couple of words of prayer to Ishla. My hand glows that white glow again, and I fire a sacred flame at one of the cannons to deal 7 radiant damage.
I want to presume that's the same one that Dora and Woodrow attacked.
The one that I see sparking, sure.
Okay. Yeah, with that, it definitely damages it, and you can see that the joints are slightly off, and maybe some of the casing is cracked at that point as it's bloodied.
And I'm going to take just another step out of the room.
Okay.
And I will call that turn before looking at Rook and just telling her, please try to not get further injured. I will heal you when you're out of danger.
She kind of waves a hand like it's fine, it's whatever. She looks like she literally has cross hatching, like burn, like it's just dark violet on her, light violet skin, where she's just been burned, and a little bit of her hair is kind of smoking. It's just kind of. You do notice she like taps something on her wrist, and her hair looks normal again, but her skin's still singed. But it still smells a little like burning hair. Just doesn't look like it.
How did Eldaris will end his turn as he is just like trying to ponder how this is possible.
Wow, Rook is a lot more damaged than I thought.
Yeah.
The good news is a little above table on this, but we're going to be here for a while. Like, you can take a nap after this.
If nothing else, Rook has healing spells. It's fine.
And we finally figured out how to beat these things. Just make them roll the saves as opposed to us rolling.
Yeah, try that. They did not at all want to be mocked.
They are wise.
Is all about. So don't give me that.
They are wise. They are wise, but they are not. They can't move well.
Butchers. Anyway, it's Butcher's turn.
Well, speaking of saves, I can't make him do anything So I'm gonna walk in. I want to grab the one that's damaged, and I want to attempt to like force it to target, like force it to look at the other of the robotics. So I want to like literally just like grab it and then force it to point at the other of the net catchers.
And don't forget your
Okay.
birthday.
Roll strength athletics to force it against its will.
Yeah. Okay. Strength athletics, and I get to add a d6. So I get to add 1d6 to that and roll. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Oh yeah. Okay. It is pointing at the other one. Do you hold it away from you? The other one though turns toward you.
I give it the bird.
Okay. You're holding it there. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Woodrow, what would you like to do?
First, mutter to myself, I should have given the tin can the sanctuary. And door's gonna fly out. The one that's... Are you talking to us?
No, I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
Okay. Door's going to fly out, perch on top of the one that is now pointed at Butcher, and try to pull it up just a little bit so that I can get a good shot on it.
Okay, you get the help action for your attack.
Yep. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Fuck yeah. It's going to be 5 magical piercing damage. And as soon as the bullet pops off of it, Dora's going to let go and fly back out.
Okay.
She doesn't like it when I do that.
Yeah, it cuts through some of the mithril casing and wiring, but it's still pretty intact.
That's what I got.
The net laser. The one Butcher, I need you to roll an athletics, strength athletics, as the one you're holding tries to force its way toward point at you.
Alrighty. Strength athletics. 21.
Okay, you got a 6, so you easily hold it in place. The other one is going to fire at you.
Alrighty.
You got an 11.
Yeah, my AC 17.
Okay, you were able to like move to the side or something and let it cruise down and slam into the ground, dissipating, or the magic of the laser dissipating.
Yeah, I want to do like the super cool, like it comes at me and I literally just sideswipe it into the ground.
Nice. And then Rook, you're up.
Well, we're gonna try this. Would the one that Butcher is holding, would it be technically considered as restrained?
Yes.
Or actually, which
Well,
one
it would
looks
be
worse?
grappled.
Yeah, as Rook walks in, which one looks worse?
The one he's holding for sure.
Cool. Rook's gonna fire off a short bow bolt at it. 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright. It's still just 1d6. 12 damage. Because she's sneaky.
All right. It will explode in Butcher's hand.
Great.
Ineffectively.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's just like he can jump back real quick, no problem. There, as that one is destroyed.
Cool. And she's just gonna be like, "Cool, I helped," and tuck right back out again. just look over to Doris. Your turn.
It worked so well the last time. Let's try it again. I'd like the other one to make a dexterity save.
-3.
Perfect.
I love things that have terrible dexterity.
Fantastic roll. Excellent. I'll do 4 radiant damage to it.
All right, with that, your radiance again will bloody this one as it busts up the casing and joints a bit.
I will again take a step out, and as I do, I'm just moving my hand around as I feel it, like with divine energy.
Okay, just so y'all know, there's no door there unless you want it to be. Like, you can open and close it with the code that y'all hacked. So it can just be open. You don't have to walk in to the room if you don't want to.
Oh, I thought we were doing that to avoid the thing pointing at us and trying to shoot us.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to point out the door. As soon as Woodrow got out the door, as soon as each of you got out the door, they would focus on the next one in the room.
Yeah, I've just been shooting around the corner. I haven't. I've sent Dora back in there, back and forth, but I've just been
Rook
standing
wants
here.
the machine to know it was her.
Okay.
You can
Tell the
see-
machine I want her to know it was me.
Good to know. All right, Butcher, we are back to you. The one you were holding exploded, and the other one is quite damaged.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try and yank the other one out.
All right.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
I mean,
make a
broken though.
make a strength athletics check.
A little bit,
Alrighty.
just a little bit.
That is gonna be a dirty 20, 14 plus 6.
All right. You start like pulling on it, like it's pointed straight at you, revving up to shoot you directly in the chest, and you snap the bottom joint on it, so there's just a little bit of the arm poking out of the door, and it like powers down in your hands as you come back. On your back foot, on your heel, and come away with it, and it is destroyed.
Cool. I'm going to walk straight to Woodrow, hand it to him, and say, I think I need an attachment.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
All right, and you're out of initiative with
I'm
5
gonna-
successes and 1 failure on the vault door.
It's just
I'm-
like, I am so sorry about that, you guys. I'm gonna hang out for a minute.
It's fine, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
No.
Laughing for a minute.
Fine.
You're 12 points finer.
Okay, and with
Thank you.
that,
I was already a 10.
I'm gonna need a short break, so we will go to break.
Cool.
10 or 15.
All right. Which y'all know what means. Go through, hit all the buttons. They're up, down, over there, like, follow, subscribe, do the internet stuff, and buy a shirt.
How's it
How are the shirts?
How's
The shirts are they super comfortable?
So this one is super comfortable. It is not the same make and everything as the ones with the character art. So I'm going to have to get one of those to try them out. But the big movie poster one is pretty comfy.
I really want that one with long sleeves. Or the Groot one. I just want the long sleeve one. That's all.
There's a few long sleeves. We've got one
The
with
opposite
the
of
whole
sleeve
lineup
closure.
that has long sleeves. And we've got a Rook one with no sleeves. But anyway, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So see y'all then.
It does.
All right, everybody, we're back. Just got our asses handed to us by inanimate objects, but that's okay. Because we've still got at least, 5 more layers. 4? 4 if you count that one as a loss. 5 more layers. Figures.
10 successes.
All right.
But because y'all failed, it increases in time now, so it's 2 hours between every roll. As there are now more kind of mechanisms locked.
Eldaris is quickly texting his clients that he might need to reschedule their appointments for the next day.
Yeah. I'll definitely let everybody know, like, this is either turned into a long job or a 2-night job.
Yeah, so y'all have been here for 6 hours, presumably with 6 tries. Well, no, one of them was the day before, so 5 hours.
So what time is it around?
Y'all met around nightfall, so it'd be closing in on midnight or the magic hour.
Yeah, which has earliest us getting out of here around 10 in the morning. Probably going to be pushing exhaustion for the last 1 or 2 if we do that. Well, most of us will be. Rockstar here got plenty of afternoon shut-eye. Well, let's see if we can at least get one more layer done. And if everybody else wants to take a break, and GM will allow me to abuse Dora one more time, I'll have her help me with the next layer.
Yeah, you can use her each time. The benefits of having a familiar.
Definitely be doing that then. Okay. 19.
A 19 will just be enough, or will be enough, yeah. For another success, so that would be now 2 a.m. after that for 6 successes and 1 failure thus far.
As the last few pieces click in fucking place, I will step back and be like, alright, who's up?
Are we talking in terms of who's next, or who's ready, or who's actually awake?
Well, let's start with who's awake.
Yeah, I just finished my power nap, baby. Back to full health.
Rook's been awake the whole time, partially doodling things on Butcher's face while he was asleep.
I don't know if you remember this, but I only go into a rest. I go into my
illusory script, so she wasn't right on you. She's just sitting there, like, it just looks like she's humming and doing something in her head and swinging.
Oh no, I'm not saying that I didn't like to do it. I'm just saying that I was fully aware of it the entire time.
Yeah. But you can't see the illusory script all over your face, so there.
Woodrow turns around. Hold on a second, and I can go over there.
Half of it's in Thieves' Cant anyway. It's just weird symbols.
But presumably everyone but Woodrow took a short rest there. So if you want to do that for your character sheet.
While they're all giggling, I'm going to go up to the safe and I'm going to see if I can't give the next person a little arcane help. So.
Okay.
And I can use I can use perception as to see if I can give them an advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I may have
So
to step away for a few minutes real soon, like 2 or 3 minutes max. I apologize deeply, but I have groceries to put away.
No worries.
All good.
But not for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Eldaris is way too tired.
Mm-hmm. It seems it's getting pretty late for y'all. As it's now 4 o'clock in the morning.
Whoever's up next, I couldn't make heads or tails of this next level. I'm sorry.
She's just gonna kind of look over at everybody and be like, if you want me to try again, I can.
Let's either that or get the tin can with his can opener over there and pointing at the crowbar.
I am more than happy to brute force at least one of these levels.
You can try for sure. It is going to be a higher DC.
Is this a mechanical level that we are on?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, no time like the present.
Let's give her a shot. All right. Anybody give me anything to bolster this?
I also I forgot to say where the one was destroyed, the laser net cannon would have been destroyed. Its compartment would have closed into a seamlessness on the door. You know, there's no seam. It looks flush.
Okay.
But the other one with the little bit of the arm sticking out is still open. Its little rectangular compartment is still open.
I tried to help you out, but I failed. I didn't roll very well.
Cool. I didn't know if anybody could guide or inspire me to add any numbers onto this.
He said we couldn't.
Oh, nothing. Okay. I didn't know if that was. Oh, that's right. He did say something. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's give her a shot. Okay. So I'm assuming this is going to be an athletics roll.
Strength athletics, and then you're using the crowbar, right?
That is correct.
So you get a gain advantage.
All right. Let's see. All right. First one is a 14 plus 6. Second one is a 6 plus 6. So the highest will be a dirty 20.
All right. That is not enough as it starts to bend the crowbar and you rip it out and pull something where another seamless compartment slides down and what looks to be a giant woofer made of some sort of chrome or platinum or something, hexagons connected together into this woofer, starts gravity into the room, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. 13 points of force damage.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I guess we are actually in initiative again for this.
Whoa.
I'll give Butcher initiative and touch him on the shoulder with the advantage for to use Eldaris's cool ability.
Coolio.
I got a 12.
Hi. Alrighty.
All right, Butcher, what would you like to do?
Yeah. So it's just directly in front of me. Is almost like you said it was like a speaker had a subwoofer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and literally just shove my fist through it. Try and make an attack with the crowbar.
All right.
Alrighty. So that's gonna be a action. Yeah. Single hand melee attack. And it's going to be.
No, it's the end of your turn. You have to make the save again.
Oh, okay. It's going to be a 12 plus 6 to be an 18.
That will not hit. That will not. Well, it won't damage it, as it's hard to push against the gravity, and it seems to slow your hand down from doing too much of an impact or damaging impact.
Alrighty. So for a bonus action, since I see that like me trying to strike it wouldn't work, could I use like my bonus action or something to try and set the crowbar in a place where I'd like next turn I could try and pull at it?
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to like find a corner or something where I could like just set it in place to give myself that mechanical advantage.
Okay. And then it would be Rook.
I need to take that damage, yeah?
Huh?
End of my turn,
yes.
you said?
Yes. Roll another con save. That's right.
Alrighty. I try. Be fair on it. 22.
All right. You resist it again, but again, your joints and ligaments and stuff are taking damage from the extra gravity.
Darn hydraulic joints.
It's a much higher roll. Uh, 33 force damage. Wait, no, that's halved. Sorry, so 16.
Alrighty. I am bloodied. I imagine that I'm spewing my hydraulic fluid. Like you just, instead of blood coming out, you just see like at my joints and things that there's like a brownish black liquid that starts to seep through as like the gravity is squeezing the hydraulic fluid literally out of the joints that I have.
Ooh.
Is the gravity effect in the entire room, like if I start to get close to it, can I kind of feel it, or is it just
like you put your like hand through the threshold of the door and you can immediately feel it pulling your arm down.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. We're gonna see if this one works this time, and I need a wisdom save, DC 14.
Okay. For a mechanical device.
Yep.
You got an 18.
Nope. Never mind. Yay, wasting spell slots. Okay. She's gonna stay the fuck out of the gravity room. Getting the feeling that Woodrow just got really lucky on those first wisdom saves that he had them roll. But that's it.
No, I'm just rolling high. Like I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
But Eldoris, what would you like to do to this gravity woofer?
The same thing I did to the net cannons, except this time I'm not going to move into the room. I'm just going to aim from a distance.
Okay. Because of the gravity, ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Okay. So in that case, we're going to stick with Sacred Flame, and I need the Gravity Blaster to make a Dexterity check.
All right. Got a 6.
Nope. So Sacred Flame deals 5 radiant damage.
All right. Butcher, you got this crowbar stuck into the edge of the woofer, and and against the mithril door, right? And suddenly this beam of light strikes the woofer and cuts radiates through the chrome or platinum or whatever they are hexagons that make up the device.
Oh yeah.
And you see some of them crack and break, just a little bit of damage to the device. And then anything else, Eldars?
I'm going to look at Butcher, see him leaking his hydraulic fluid, and just say, perhaps you should leave the room.
No healing word, just get out, bud.
Can I reach healing word? Wait a minute. Let's see if I can. Can I reach healing word? Because you might need it.
Do not come in.
Oh wait, I can reach it. Great.
Okay.
It has a 60-foot. It has a 60-foot range.
Yeah, that's why Rook can't help, because she only has cure wounds.
Let's do it again. Healing word on Butcher for a little bit. Max.
Good. Yeah.
1d4
Hell
plus
yeah.
4. That is the max I can give you.
Heck yeah.
All right, I'll take it. We're currently sitting at 30 out of 51.
Okay, and Woodrow, what would you like to do? You could, of course, try to break it apart with Tinker's tools again, just like you could with the net cannons. But you also have to get out of the room by the end of your turn. Otherwise, base the gravity of it.
Woodrow is going to say, for fuck's sake. All right. And walk into the room and get up to Butcher, pat him on the thigh, give him guidance. Come on, boy. We're done for the night. Just leave it on. And walk back out.
Okay. Yeah, for those few seconds you're in the room, it is terrible weight on your joints and bones.
I'm used to it.
Yep, I'm used to 6 times the Earth's gravity.
6 times? No wonder I'm fucking leaking.
Yeah.
Did they experiment on you
Try
too?
being old and leaking.
I'm the second oldest here.
And I'm probably also leaking at this point.
It's a whole lot of force on your bladder. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Anything else, Woodrow?
Prestidigitation everything.
I got you. Don't worry.
Nope.
That's a clip. How to handle leakage.
Gonna give Butcher guidance. Tell him, we're calling it for the night, and let's get out of here.
All right. It doesn't have like a turn. It's more of just being stuck in the gravity per turn. So
Just be fucking the whole time.
Mm-hmm. So Butcher, what would you like to do?
Yeah,
You
so
got the crowbar in there.
yeah, I'm basically set. I'm gonna try one last force, but before I try and retreat, I'm gonna try just one last time to try and pull this thing out of the wall with just mechanical advantage. So I imagine I hooked in, and now I'm gonna be pushing down with the gravity to try and pull it out of the wall.
Okay, I got you.
Using not only
into the
my
scene.
bodily force, but its own power against it.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Okay. Come on. Stop it. Okay. We rolled. And then I add a D4. So you're going to roll? Oh, there it goes. That would be 14 plus 6 equals 20, plus 2, 22.
All right. With that, I want you to roll 2d8. And that's how much damage you did to it.
2d8. Do I get to add any of my modifiers to that?
Sure. Add your strength.
Oh, beautiful, because that was terrible rolls. That's going to be 7 points of damage, because I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay, with that, that does bloody it as you force enough of it to kind of bend in on itself. The hexagons that make up the woofer inside snap at that point, and it can't, like, it's only pushing, like, it loses some of its power, and you can see, like, the wiring sparking and everything from inside the door. Actually, it would be arcane, so it's just like arcs of like purple ethereal arcane energy rolling through inside the door. As you bloodied the gravity woofer.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start taking my steps out and try and get to the outside door.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily get outside.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if it can like count it as difficult terrain, and I'm barely making it out.
Yeah, it would be, but it's only like 20 feet in and out, so.
Okay, sick.
Yep. You are able to get out, and then Rook, what would y'all like to do? Do y'all want to leave it for the morning? It is bloodied.
If we leave it on, we don't have to worry about anybody taking advantage of the fact that we've already gotten this far. We come back, shoot at it a couple of times to knock it off, finish the job.
I will say, because of your artificer lore from the previous session, that you know that these once this thing is activated, if it doesn't sense a target in the area, it will shut down after a minute and then send a report that someone tried to break in, but it was foiled or something up to the top of Forge Meat.
Of course, if that report goes through...
They probably won't care. I mean, this is the second floor out of 180-ish floors. And been abandoned for centuries. But I'm just letting you know that the system does do that.
Let's just take it out.
We could take it out and then we could leave.
Would destroying it nix out the report that it sends?
Yes.
Yeah, take a couple of pot shots at it and fucking pack up. We can all go back to my shop. I got some beer in the fridge.
I think just keeping distance, Rook will take out her short bow and...
You do have disadvantage because of the gravity of the room, throwing ranged attacks off.
Alright, well then we'll try one other thing. We're going to try... Why did every spell I took today just have to be wisdom saves? Fuck it. Do it again. Wisdom save. Let's go.
Oh, 8.
Yay!
Yay!
Did it this time, guys.
So her eyes basically just flare like this vibrant kind of violet to indigo. Like, it starts out bright, then it goes dark, but it's still glowing, so it's really weird. And she starts muttering in a language, just an arcane language, and does 9 points of psychic damage? Question mark?
Nice.
To this thing?
I mean, it has an AI, so it's not immune to psychic damage.
I think she starts talking in programming language, and it's just like
Zero zero one 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 zero 101011100.
and it's just like muttering these like just string of ones and zeros as she casts dissonant whispers, and it finally fucking works. Something fucking worked.
All right, so you see the there's no super obvious damage to it, but you do see like the arcane arcs within the door where the woofer has been broken away from it, kind of weaken. But yeah, it's one more good hit and it should be destroyed.
Just stops after a minute and then looks over to Eldaris. Your turn.
As she was whispering all the zeros and ones, fucking Woodrow's shut the fuck up.
She just.
All right, that's fair.
But takes a minute and then looks at it and goes, "What the fuck, dude?"
Eldaris is going to again kindly ask the gravity gun to make a dexterity save.
Fucking love it.
It got an 11.
The wall.
That fails.
All right, I figured. But that's the highest dex I've rolled for it. Or any of these things.
7 radiant damage.
It explodes and there is a ruin and a hole in the vault door now. But like into the mechanics of it, not like the to the other side. Sorry.
Are we out of initiative after that?
Yes, we are, and it is 6 a.m.
I want to run in really quick and grab one of the subwoofers that's the most intact.
Okay, well, it's just like one thing. It's just made of these the arcane hexagons inside of it.
Oh. I'm going to try and grab what seems to be the most intact section of it.
Okay, yeah.
I want one of these two.
Yeah, I got you.
You have some kind of deal with each other? You just...
Yeah, I'll pay him money. He makes me significantly more deadly.
Well, I mean, that's the normal deal. All right.
But imagine, I run into the arena. Someone tries to say something to me. A boom, pancake.
To the whole arena?
No, just the guy. I mean, I'm not trying to, be a whole room filler, but could you imagine? I mean, it made me spring a leak here. I can only imagine what it'd do to you, bionics.
Yeah, just a few seconds in there was more than enough for me.
If you will all excuse me, I'm going to see if I can get back to my apartment long enough for maybe an hour of sleep before I have to deal with clients.
I'm down for a beer.
Cool, because I need a ride.
Anyone else want to lift too? Well, I mean, actually, I don't know. That's going to be difficult. Never mind. I'm not a fairy.
I'm good. I will take that bag that I brought my stuff in. It was mostly empty. It literally just had a sledgehammer and a crowbar in it, and just put the and then just put the remaining materials from the gravity gun in, and offer to take the net gun piece.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it and see if I can't knock it up into some better shape later today.
Sounds good. You want to send me the coordinates to your place, and I'll follow on?
Yeah, sure. And I'll tap my little headpiece, and you know where I am.
Everyone, please arrive home safely. And
buddy system it. Don't you two live near each other? And she like points to him and Butcher.
Well, I still want you and Mr. Woodrow to arrive home safely.
Oh, well, you just said everyone, so I assumed. Yeah, no.
I was planning on going back to Woodrow's and hanging out for a bit, seeing as how we have new toys to fiddle with.
So it suppose that I will have to be making my leave, but that's fine. I don't want to
All right, we're all going together. Nah, none of
Yeah.
this. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Doc, what time's your first appointment?
That's a good question. You know what? Let's find out.
Yeah. My place is only about, I think, 20 minutes away. And I got a fucking hammock. You can pop your... Don't tell me it's 7 a.m.
In an hour.
All right, good luck, fucker.
Very wealthy client who likes to sit and hear himself talk. Kind of like me. That's what Ibukari would say, at least. And he kind of just like straightens up his cloak and everything. He's like, I will see you all hopefully this evening.
We're still walking together, and then we'll loop back to your place, Woodrow, and sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You're not getting rid of us that easy.
Well,
Wasn't trying to.
walk the shrink home and then head back to my place.
Yep. She's going to very slowly ride her motorcycle.
Well, as before y'all get even out to the road, on the first floor of Forge Meat, you notice that a horse-sized green grub with a huge antenna and phalange around its head, and these huge reddish bug eyes and a mandible and a mouth, right? A mandible and a mouth, is eating at the wasp bodies. It pays you no mind. It's just devouring the dead wasp. As there are some insects around them, but and of course I said that some critters have been eating on them, but it looks like they've all scattered and this thing has taken to devouring them.
As long as it's not interested in us, I have zero problem just walking past it and just going like, gross.
Maybe be a little bit quieter.
I don't think we do stealth well.
Speak for yourself.
I fucking do.
Rook's gonna say that, tap him on the shoulder, give him a bardic, and then try to stealth past.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not really paying y'all mind at all unless you provoke it in some way. It's not gonna attack you.
Yeah. Rolling for it all the same. I got a 16.
Okay.
I rolled a 16, which means I got a 24.
Yep, you're outside and waiting at your bike before they even get out.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to roll stealth. I'm just gonna walk by it.
You say it, just like, yep.
Yeah, it's got like 900 pounds of insect to eat. It's gonna be satisfied for a few days.
We're definitely gonna have to finish that later.
Lock up when you're done.
Did you know that's literally just a guy who's here for waste disposal? That's just the janitor.
And you'll head off. You're going back to Woodrow's. Everyone is going to Woodrow's?
We're hitting Decker Tower first to get the shrink back to his appointment. And then from there, the three of us were going to go sit and have a couple of beers.
Okay.
And pass out.
I got spare
All
hammocks.
right.
As we're walking, Eldaris is making several apologies for being an inconvenience and also for being the one person who is not able to party with the others.
Every time he does that, Rook shoulder chucks him. Stop it.
While
No.
on the bike.
Yeah, no, she's like just putzing along, like it's just like next to him. She just stop it. Nope, not at all.
All right. And Eldaris, you're going to try to be awake.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. I'd like you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see how good I am at this.
I'd feel.
Well, I mean, you're going to rest for an hour and then go into the office, right?
Depends on what time I get back. Yeah, we'll say I get there, take like
a quick minute to like sleep or whatever, and then open my eyes really quick to.
Well, we'll see. Roll a Constitution save. See how tired you are.
14. Not the worst.
All right. Yeah, you're able to stay up. You're not tired yet.
I hung out with my friends all night. This is exhilarating.
And then you're able to go up to your meetings for the day. Your appointments. Anything interesting happen with that? You think?
Let's say sure. Let's have fun with this. Let me just go back into my notes. Just to.
And how does that make you feel?
Let's do it. Because I was going to suggest that maybe among my clients, who come for their check-in, was Axton, who comes to say hi. But if you have something better, let's go.
Comes to say hi, but it would be unethical for you to be friends with someone that you.
Well, you know what I mean. He's coming for his appointment. Not like not a social. But if you have something more fun, I'm all.
Well, how about just during his? He tells you that there's been rumors of a repeat killer or serial killer that's up in Upper Low City in the 50 plus floor area. Yeah, in Upper Low City or Upper Lowtown. There's some kind of serial killer. They seem to attack people that have some sort of artistry, some sort of craft, and incapacitate them, then dissect them, and then also dissect their art form, be it painting or engineering or whatever it might be, architecture, anything.
So figure go Jack the Ripper on the body and then go Jack the Ripper on the painting, or whatever it might be.
Sort of, but they kind of lay it all out in a presentary style.
Making art with the artist, quite literally.
Something like that, it seems.
Was it Nero who had mentioned something like that earlier?
He did, back in Temple Bar.
Okay. I'm going to make the connection.
This was out by the ruins, the one he mentioned. This isn't in Lowtown at all. It was out by the ruins.
Okay. I'm not going to tell anything to Axon about this. I'm just going to kind of make a mental note to maybe talk to Nero about this when I see him.
Mm-hmm.
And just continue, just, everything's good, Axton. No more voices, right? We took care of that problem. And as long as everything's good.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long. Okay.
Everything's been okay. I mean, I'm in charge of the situation over at the Grove Opal as well. And that magical cyst thing. It's pretty much taken up the whole pool now. And still no orders from the higher ups, from the baronry, the court, anything. This is all confidential, right, between us, Dr. Patient.
Anything you say, I take to my grave.
Yeah. It's just a lot of stress, We don't know what it is. I've got half the SFP I've got half the SFP out there at Grove Opal in the area around it, ready to respond if anything happens, if it bursts or something. And goodness knows what it could do. I mean, as far as I know, it could blow up like a reactor, and all those people would be gone. Basetown would be gone.
That's true, unfortunately, especially if you don't know what it is. But remember, something that we discussed is to try and not dwell on the negative outcomes. We don't know what it's going to do, and we just have to hope for the best and that this will be contained. And I know you're on the front line, so obviously it's, of course, entirely stressful. But if you give in to defeat before anything happens, you've already lost when there's still a chance. And that is important to, I don't want to say be optimistic in such times, but to maintain a realism and not a fatalism, if that makes sense.
He struggles a bit and then starts to accept that as you're talking. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Just, yes, this could be catastrophic. This could open up and release a foul-smelling gas into the air that makes Grove Opal stink for a week, and then nothing happens. We don't know. And hopefully there are people who are discovering what it can do and are taking the appropriate actions. And we'll let you know what those actions will be.
I hope so. I hope they're working on it. But I know you have some expertise in magical situations. You might have some other people you know that are. If you could look into it, know that I have a certain amount of budget for freelance work or freelance workers for the department.
Well, I don't want to break confidence. So what I can tell you is that if it's okay with you, I can let maybe some of my associates know about the cyst, that we're not sure exactly what it does, but I can tell them where it is, that there is considerable interest in what might happen if it bursts, and go from there. I will leave, of course, your the stress that this is causing you out of the equation. Just let them know that we don't know what's going to happen. There is a fear among several people that if this should pop, it could be anywhere from a mild annoyance to a disaster, the likes of which we've never seen. But like I said, I will keep your emotions out of any discussion that I have with any of my colleagues, if that is fair to you.
Yes. Thanks.
Of course. Just remember that unless we have been given the gift of foresight, which I don't think either of us have, we can't know for sure what this will do. So let us act as though the world will continue to live on.
All right, Doug. All right.
Lars will check the clock. Oh, goodness me! And I would assume that would be like the end of the appointment.
Sure,
when he would say that.
Absolutely.
Not like he's kicking him out. Just like, oh, goodness me. That is time. I will have you down for your traditional 2-week appointment work still, or would you like to change that up? 2 weeks.
No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is good.
Very good. Excellent. Well, Lars will get up, shake his hand. Take care. Remember what we said, and I'm proud of the progress you've been making since we first began working together. Not only in terms of why you came in initially, but also how you've been handling your role, your new responsibilities, and the unknown.
Thanks, Doug. I really appreciate that.
Of course. And the normal exchanging of whatever fees he would get for the visit. No, the have a nice day. The normal doctor patient stuff.
Yeah,
as he
absolutely.
sees Axton on his way out.
He will leave, and your day continues into the afternoon, into your last patient. But in the afternoon, across Base Town, not across Base Town, but like 8 blocks away, not even. Everyone is starting to wake up in the afternoon at Woodrow's. I don't know what you call your shop.
Shop.
Woodrow's shop.
Shop.
The shop. Yep.
Yeah. Anybody that's doing business would just, talk about Woodrow's place or, go see the old man, something like that. Doesn't have a official name. It's not like I'm paying taxes down here. As we got in the night before, I made sure everybody knew where the fridge was and the hammock and everything. If we're picking up in the afternoon, I want to spend some time with that laser net.
Oh yeah, and of course y'all can all mark a long rest.
I'll spend some time with that laser net cannon. And come back, Spencer.
Sorry again.
I thought you were saying something.
Saying I wish I would have used my rages now that I know we're getting a long rest.
But I'm going to spend some time with the laser net cannon and the mending spell and try and get it into some shape where I think I might be able to turn it into either a hand weapon or something I might be able to attach to Copper Top over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to build it as a weapon for this, but it'll be basically attuning it. So you'll be attaching it to Butcher, which would be like attuning it. But I'll have to build it. I did not have that ready. I should have. I didn't expect y'all to take it apart immediately, but I should have. That is what artificers do. That is on me.
On the flip side of that, if I think that I can work with the laser net cannon, I'm pretty content saying that the gravity woofer is probably too busted to bring back. Or maybe it would take too much power.
Well, you would definitely
to
have to. It would take longer to repair and to adjust, and you don't quite have the. It also takes a certain amount of magic, so for your levels, you would be level 5 to be able to actually repair it, or to build it.
I'll toss it on a shelf and fucking worry about it later and focus more on the laser net cannon.
Okay, and Butcher, for now, you have a ranged attack of 2d10 force damage with restrained and prone.
Restrained and prone.
Yeah. And I'll build that magic item for you by next session.
Absolutely sounds fantastic.
But yeah, looking over the gravity woofer, it'll probably be a good 10 weeks of work to get it back into shape and attuned to someone.
Right on.
But you will be able to attune it to anyone, and not just Butcher, right? Because it is a magic weapon.
All right.
So I just figured. I imagine
maybe...
turning the. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I imagine like the net weapon turning into almost like the Predator Vision shoulder mounted cannon.
That's exactly what I thought for Butcher as well.
Yeah, and then I obviously like when it came to the subwoofer thing, I literally imagined it turning into like a honeycomb like shotgun-esque type thing where it like anyone can hold on to it, and then you literally just point and shoot, and it's like graviturgy on top of it. Not necessarily installing it to me, but I did want the net thing because I wanted one, a ranged attack, and two, a way to knock somebody down.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we can come up with a formula all on your own if you want to, like, create weapons with it or anything. But I was just thinking for Rote's guitar axe, you know, her instrument. But maybe making it a gravity axe or something.
Also,
That could be cool.
fully into it.
Yeah,
but whatever whatever y'all end up coming up with, we'll work through it, right? I've played I've had artificers before. I know how this works.
I mean, this above table again. First time doing an artificer outside of a one shot. So like this is the first time I really get to like step into this. And fucking him yanking the thing off the wall and tossing it to me. Yeah, perfect. Fucking set him up, knock him down.
Absolutely.
But yeah, for right now, that gravity woofer, I'll toss it on a shelf. Yeah, if I can get the fucking net cannon done in whatever time I've got today for them, that's fucking awesome as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Other than that, sit around and drink some. Jesus Christ, y'all drank all my fucking beer.
Oh, I'll get you more.
Don't worry.
Oh, I forgot. You have a message on your device, Woodrow, from Allie. It says, I stopped by, but no one answered. Sorry. Got word that Nero is sorry he couldn't show up last night. He's dealing with a Cyclops problem.
Yeah, I'll ring up Allie. Hey, kid. Yeah, me and crew were sleeping in after last night. You this side of town?
No, I'm over in the Raven Mamba's territory, the North territory.
I got you. Get back this side of town anytime tonight. Swing through with some beer. These assholes drink like fish.
Is Rook gonna be there?
Here right
Oh yeah,
now.
I forgot that accent. yeah. So is Rook gonna be there?
I mean, yeah, I got the rock star and the copper top over here. Again, Doc had some appointments for the day, I guess. But yeah, if you're fast, you might catch her. And at this point, I'm actually looking at Rook when I say it.
Yeah, I'll be over as soon as I'm done with work.
All right. Hey, you heard any more going on about Grove Opal? They got that shit figured out over there yet?
No. Last I heard, the moon pool is almost gone. It's been drinking it all up.
Getting worse, huh?
Yeah. They're worried about it popping, but no word on what that could do. The higher ups just leaving the SFP hanging, it seems.
Sounds like that's either an explosion or fucking egg hatching. Yep. Either way. Alright, I'll see you when you get back on this side.
Right, later.
I think that kid likes you, Rockstar.
Yeah, we go back.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Oh yeah.
All right. Y'all hang out, probably make a breakfast, turn on your holodecks or whatever, and watch whatever is on your feed. And a few hours later, I imagine Eldar shows up after work.
You want to hang with the cool kids?
Sure. Eldaris will come. His the braid he wears in his hair looks just slightly disheveled, as though he really like tried to get it right, but he's just too tired to finish it off. And he walks in and just looks around at the shop. Oh, hello everyone. Did you have a restful night?
Had a restful morning.
Oh, fantastic.
How about you, Doc? Looking well put together.
While they're talking, Brooke has just kind of like stealthily moved around and is now sitting there playing and fixing the braid in his hair. While they're talking, like trying to just like sleight of hand and stealth, like I'm not even here.
I assume I feel her messing with my hair, though.
Eventually.
I assume you don't.
Let's see. Let's do a roll about it.
Yeah, why not? I'll have fun with this.
16. And a 16. It depends on what your passive is.
My passive perception is not very good. Actually, it's not too bad. It's 14, so is my passive.
You eventually you're in conversation with him, and eventually,
which I figured out.
Like,
I figured it'd be like, the appointments were interesting. Some of them were, decent. I saw one of my. You were not supposed to have favorite clients, but one of my favorite clients told me about an odd going on at the at Grove Opal. And what are you doing to my hair?
She's kind of, your braid was messed up.
I know. I didn't.
I fixed it.
Thank you.
She just goes back to I think originally she's working on her bike or something, so she just goes back to that.
And as she goes away, because he has to, he just starts petting his hair to make sure it is okay.
She made it into a mohawk. It's one of those mermaid fishtail braids. The whole hair.
He may start. He might start having a panic attack.
It's normal. It looks fine.
But yes, something about the Grove Opal. There's something. This, of course, doesn't violate my patient's confidentiality. He told me I could say this. There's something growing there, and it's getting bigger, and they're not sure what it is.
Yeah, Ali was saying it's about sucked up the whole moon pool over there.
He said it's something arcane, and I may or may not have been offered a freelancing opportunity to take a look at it. I, of course, would need several people who have, their wits about them and ability to, been around the world once or twice, can support a team, looks at Butcher, can hit things really hard. So if you're interested, I would very much like to ease my patient's fears by figuring out what this thing is.
Imagine Butcher, even though he's fully well rested, is also the old man who will sleep whenever he gets the chance. But whenever he hears hit things really hard, his eyes just sort of open slowly.
Well, I mean, someone willing to pay. That's the first reason I've been given to even go over there. We've been hearing about it for a couple of nights now.
I've heard some other distressing information that I do wish to speak with Mr. Nero about, when assuming that he will meet us somewhere at some point. And other than that, despite the lack of sleep, I feel okay. I was lack of sleep was something I experienced quite often in my youth.
Well,
Brooke
waiting
just
on.
looks over her bike like, I don't believe that.
Looking back with like his expression kind of changes to like from like relaxed light conversation to like almost stone cold in like a second. He's like, oh, trust me.
Oh, she didn't actually say anything. She just gave a look.
Oh,
Yeah, like she didn't draw attention to herself,
Okay.
but anyone that was looking in her direction would have seen just like a look of, yeah, right, on her face before she goes back to what she was doing.
I'm sorry. There would have also been at least a dozen messages from Aramis to Rook. And the last one is like, I really hope you're ready for tonight.
Yeah, I got a show tonight, guys. Y'all gonna come?
goodness me, is it the equivalent of Friday?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, when is my tourney? Like, when is my fight?
You worked through it.
I cannot remember what day I said it was. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, good. I just figured it wasn't the day that we were doing stuff. Like, I would have said something if it would. I wouldn't have signed up for something if we planned a heist in the middle of it.
I think it was 3 days, so it would be the next night, not this one, but the next in-game night.
Sweet. Sadly, my chainsword isn't going to be ready.
DM, really quick question, just for business purposes, because I like to make money. How much did I earn today?
Oh, let's see, it was a richer client day.
The early one at the very least was richer. The other ones will say middle of the road.
You made 24 gold.
Take it.
Let's see. Concert tonight. Arena fight tomorrow. Let Grove Opal pop before we bother with it.
I would not recommend that thing popping, whatever it is.
Well, how much time you got before your show, Rook? Ah, fuck, I used somebody's actual name. Shit.
Just starts laughing.
4 to 5 hours.
A couple hours. Just gotta get down there, do some sound check and stuff.
Want to swing past Grove Opal and get messy first?
It's like literally the opposite of base down. Like the siren song is in the eastern territory. Grove Opal is in the western territory.
Should kind of. I mean, they're not close.
Yeah, I know. But it's money.
Yeah, but so is my show.
I know it's getting bigger, but perhaps we would be able to investigate this tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let Doc sleep. He's already a walking zombie at the moment. And then we can go.
You honestly think I would miss your show for sleep?
Oh, no, I meant after my show.
Oh, I was going. It gets the same thing. There's going to be no sleeping.
You can't run on no sleep for forever. I've tried. It doesn't work.
So have I.
I cast a glance over at Butcher.
They made it work.
You can't naturally exist without sleep. It just takes a lot of money to be able to do it.
Good batteries.
Oh, or a sadistic mind.
All right, so
Not touching that one.
we hang out here. Allie should be through with groceries in a little bit. We'll go catch a show. Let Doc get some sleep. And tomorrow we'll go hit Grove Opal.
And with that, there's a knock on the shop's door.
Speak of the little bastard.
And it doesn't open. It's just a knock.
Fuck. I go to the door, lean up against it, and put my hand in my jumpsuit on my weapon. Yeah.
There's a knock.
Repeat customers only.
Looking for Eldoris.
Fuck's sake. Open the door.
And there is a red tiefling on the other side. Her hair is moist, or well, I shouldn't say moist, right? Damp. Her hair and clothes are damp and have a greenish tint, and her skin has a green residue on it. And
Fuck's sake. Get in here. You followed? And I ducked past her to look out. Doc, it's for you.
You see two hooded figures standing about 7 feet tall, at the end of the block, in the lighting of the night's arcane lighting starts to come on. You can see them, and they kind of just turn and fade into the distance.
As I'm summoned, I'm like, first looking like the classic movie kind of thing, like first just looking straight at Woodrow. Someone for me, what are you talking about? And assuming I know exactly who it is, trying to remain composed and just like not like bursting into like tears of relief and rushing to grab her and hug her. He just takes a deep breath and is like, so, what have you gotten up to, my dear devil? And then just gives that little smile just to let her know, like, I am so happy you're okay.
Yeah, she has a fear in her eyes that she's never displayed before. And as she takes a breath in, that's where we'll end it for the night.
All right.
Good entrance.
Oh, yeah.
In the periphery around their moment, fucking Woodrow has slammed the door shut, fucking locking it down, is hollering at Butcher, hey, back on that side of the room, check the fucking windows, Rook. And I'm like, again, we are locking down.
That's how the next session is gonna open, with like everyone in lock, like everything's getting locked down.
The hatches, boys.
And Eldora's just being like, okay, what the fuck? Like, okay, what the fuck happened?
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that was fun, y'all. We got 6.
Behind him. Cool.
Fucking
Sorry.
I hope y'all enjoyed, audience. Thank you for watching. Listening.
Yep, thank you everybody for hanging out, coming to play with us. Sorry if apparently there might have been some audio issues, so I'll have to check the playbacks to make sure that see what happened and what got saved. But in the meantime, like, follow, subscribe, hit the buttons, do the stuff, buy the merch, and
buy the merch. Check out DM's Guild and Encounter Dice.
And we'll see y'all next time. It is going to be 2 weeks for Denizens to come back, and next week, I believe, is a one-shot being run by our lovely Rook.
Yeah, and we'll figure out what it is, because it depends on how many players I get.
Nice.
All right. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.